This is just Amazon on Tuesday, May 14th, 2019. Today we had a sell-off similar to the one we had yesterday, where we had a quick move down here, almost to the 1815 price. Today we had a slower move down here, again almost to the 1815 price. Had a really nice indecision candle right here, a great bounce. Stair step that lasted a little longer than usual, and then a continuation higher that actually didn't even really slow down at our 1841.30 price until it did not one, not two, not three, well, sort of three bounces off of that. It sort of bounced here, it got a little bit low, but I mean, look at these bounces right here on 1840 and 30 cents. Wait, 1840? 1841 and 30 cents. There you go. Sorry. 1841 and 30 cents. I mean, this one came down. The low here is 1841.01. This is a great place to have a Morningstar reversal, similar to this one. This one just had a much smaller risk reward, and that ran up to make a new high on the day. And then it rolled back down and did a hammer and an inside hammer and moved back up, which even doing this would have been a really cool setup because you could have gotten out for a little bit of profit here as well. Before that came back down and then bounced yet again. And so all the while over here, the calls were losing value. But over here, once they got going, they were actually making some money. So let's look at the 1875 call way down here. This is one of the things I've noticed that I really like seeing on moves like this on the stock, that you can actually kind of step into. So this one, you could have been getting in on a hammer. I mean, you would have been buying way down at 1815, which would have been fine. But, buying 5 by 4. And then over here, ran up, pulled back, and you could have gotten here 6 by 5. Just the next, turn your entry at 5 into a stop price for the next leg up, and just moving this incrementally by $1. So 5 by 4 here, 6 by 5 here, 7 by 6 here, and you could do that as a one-off trade, take it up. So this one going from 5 to 7 and then a pullback, and this one going from 6 to 8 actually made it to 9 and then it pulled back, and then this one going from 7 up to 9, and that would have worked. It's like each of these could have been their own 2-hour trade, or this is something you could have done like an add or reduce. And then you could have tried to do again over here, buying 8 by 7 to continue stepping up, and that one would have stopped you out here at 7. And so then it's like, okay, that kind of broke, but you maybe got 2 hour here, 2 hour here, 2 hour here, and then you lost an hour here. So 2 plus 2 plus 2 minus 1 is still 5 hour in the day, doing individual setups on the same option, making money, and going into it like, hey, I want it to bounce here. And this is a good place for it to rest and then continue. This is really holding up well. We're at an indecision area that we were at yesterday, and we started to break out yesterday, and look, we could break out today, and you'd be in already thinking, hey, this is going to continue, but a really nice move and then a rest totally makes sense. And then this one coming up here, pulling back, this is a great place to do that buy again. So this is the one 7 by 6 that you could have gotten into right here. 7 by 6 here, and this was at 11:30, and this was at 11:30. So there you go. That could have worked right there. And then try it again here, and when you saw that it didn't just run up, like the other ones did. Oops, came the wrong way. This just ran up the next 25 minutes. This one ran up the next 25 minutes. This one ran up the next 25 minutes, 30 minutes. This one, it's not really running as much. You're still up. This is where you could have been getting out. Like, hey, this is taking too long. We were up by more than an hour, 30 minutes in. We were up more than an hour, 30 minutes in. We're up more than an hour, 30 minutes in. We're not up more than an hour, 30 minutes in. That's your signal that something's changed. And, having that as, part of your plan or part of how you're going to trade this when you see that kind of set up the steps. And even if you missed, let's say you missed this one. This one you could have gotten into on a pullback. It's like getting in 6 by 5. This is a great place for it to bounce. It shouldn't get all the way back down there. So getting in 6 by 5 kind of makes sense. It shouldn't come all the way back down here after all these bullish candles. It shouldn't take all those out when it looks like it could make this sort of a double bottom shape on on the 5-minute here, and probably in the 15 or maybe the hourly may look more like an O bottom. But anyway, let's say you did that and you got in 6 by 5, 7 by 6, and then did 7 by 6 again, or 8 by 7, and you got stepped out of that one. That's right. So that's 2R here, 2R here, minus 1R here. That's still 3R. That's still great. So anyway, on the puts, we had a little bit of a rollover happen, and those made like $1. So going from like 5 up to 6, that kind of a scalp. But you can see like you're going counter trend here on this coming back down, and you don't know what's going to happen, if it's going to break through this, if it's going to hold. Well, it ended up holding and bouncing, and you would have maybe lost some of those put gains. So and then you're getting into puts way up here or somewhere along here where you're making new high in the day, but is there something that is rejecting here? I guess just the pre-market prices that we had yesterday morning. It's possible. So the direction to be in today was bullish on this, but I do like how we're chopping through the candle or the lines that we've drawn in here for a while. So on the daily, you can see we're just still in this range here. So we had a nice little gap up, but we've been in this kind of range with some indecision. We were at this area a little bit above with some indecision, like these candles. If you look back to where my cursor is, you got this one's a little more bullish. This candle here, but a really similar size. This one a range of $30. This one's a range of 36. Following a bearish candle.